For the first time in his life, Geron was leaving home. He didn't know exactly where the Red Lake was, or whether he would be able to find the fairy scholar there, or how he might be able to help him. So he just followed the road towards the north. How could he have known where this journey would take him? Nuri had left all her sorrows behind. Finally, she was free. And as soon as they found the fairy scholar, she would even be able to command magic again. Then she would put a rainbow bird in every tree and would paint a happy face on Gerona. Meanwhile, Gerona was haunted by the voice from his dreams, and its horrific prophecy filled his heart with doubt.
Why did you have to get involved with the Wraithling King?
King Efferdan is not a Wraithling. It's just the name of his family.
But why does everybody believe that you bring bad luck?
I don't bring bad luck.
Come, perhaps that old woman over there knows the way to the fairy scholar. She can take us there in her wagon.
Wait, let me do the talking. You're very talented with the lute.
Why, thank you. It's the tune for a loved one.
A loved one?
But tell me, please, who are you? And why are you tiptoeing around my camp?
We come from Andergast, and we're traveling north to the blood barrier. This is Nuri, and I am Gerona.
The blood barrier? What is your business there?
My mentor died, and I want to carry out his last wish.
I'm sorry to hear that. Don't lose sight of his wish.
Greetings, Raven.
What dealings does the raven have with you? You bringer of bad luck, Boron's envoy, you and your ilk. You have taken my loved one from me. Go away! Stay away from the messengers of Boron.
And who are you?
Oh yes, I am Isilda, the Carney bride, but I'm a widow now.
Where are you headed?
I'm on my way to Andergast. You might know that the Queen of Nostria is eagerly awaited. I want to perform my arts at the town fair there, but now I have a broken wheel on my trailer, and I am stuck.
What happened to your husband?
Oh, my dear Darian. He was a magnificent acrobat. I used to play the lute and sing while he was performing, but our act didn't earn us much of a living anymore, so he had the high rope set up higher than ever before.
You mean...
There were no last words, and no last wish I could foster in my heart.
That... I know how you...
Never mind.
Suppose I fix the wheel for you.
Good luck with that. It's all splintered.
We'd be much faster if we used the Carney's wagon, but you'd better avoid Andergast, Isilda.
How do you reckon? I'm not going back.
All of Andergast is full of crows. They're hassling the citizens and no one can do anything about them.
That sounds adventurous.
The town fair has been cancelled.
So, it would be useless for me to go there. I guess you've told the truth so far, but I'm still not completely convinced.
The people in Andergast are very suspicious of strangers, especially of women like you. What if they take you for a witch and hunt you down?
By the beard of Rato, I've been to Andergast many a time. You can't make me believe that.
Well, Nuri here barely escaped alive.
Nonsense.
The raven. He came from the direction of Andergast. Perhaps he's a bad omen.
I don't want to have anything to do with this messenger of bad luck. I guess I'd better turn round, but my problem remains. As long as the wheel is broken, I'm stuck here.
You could take us with you, northward. It's much safer to travel in a group.
As long as the wheel is broken, I'm stuck here. You can come back if you want to warm yourself up.
Didn't you want to explore the surroundings, Raven?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want, I'm used to ingratitude.
Just a moment. There's something lying there. Take a little rest. We still have a long way ahead of us.
How long?
I don't know. I never travelled very far. I hope everything will turn out all right.
Don't you worry. The birdman will watch over us.
I don't trust this raven worth a farthing.
I'm not talking about the raven. I'm talking about the birdman. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stardust. And when he plays the flute, our hearts break from the yearning for distant places. It's the song of freedom, Gerona. You just have to listen. It's so beautiful.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron god of adventurers?
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
Why do you trust the raven?
He just wants to help us.
He doesn't have a reason to do that, and he keeps insulting me.
You're not making it easy to be nice to you. He is a good bird, and I believe he wants to prove that to himself by helping us. And you, Gerona, will have to learn to trust someone. Not everyone is always against you.
I am a bird catcher. I'm not going to trust a darn bird. What if the birdman doesn't watch over us? What if something happens to us?
Stop it. You're making me all confused. I'm going to count the stars now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
By the gods, you can't mean that.
You should try for yourself. It will calm you down in a moment. 37.
There, you forgot one.
I like it much better like that.
Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much energy from me when I'm not in the fairyland. I'd perish like a small, insignificant little flame.
But repairing things is definitely an option.
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling. Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, you'd have to have all 7 pieces. And then you'd have to say, I wish. The I wish part is very important.
All right. I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice will.
Oh, you can do magic?
Not much anymore.
Are you a druid's daughter?
No, I am Nuri Vandra. Do you command magic?
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different kind of magic.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind our audience. Watch out.
Whoa, such a beautiful, bright light. But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon, and by Travia, I can use a little company. Here are the keys to the trailer. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer.
Let's go in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look. This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
Huh? What? What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidore.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off. They'd only slow me down. It's hollow. The powder! Perhaps the magic powder will help us. I hope the powder does what it's supposed to. I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag. Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry!
She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isidore?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
Gerona!
effects be with me. It didn't work. Not even Nuri's magic will be able to fix that, and mine certainly won't. Make yourself useful for once. There, now, quickly.
Geron!
I'm working as fast as I can. I can do it, Nuri!
Geron!
I can do it!
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwendling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here? Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
We were able to escape the seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favorably. Now we're back in charge.
Well. Fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
Every man follows his destiny. It's something the gods let us pursue.
What's your destiny, then?
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible for the pursuit of my own happiness.
Don't you fear the prophecy? What if your doom is inevitable?
My future hasn't been decided yet.
No one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the barge of time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the barge of time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. I'll have a further look around. Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash. So the blood barrier is not far off.
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Gerona.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the blood barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier, near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
The link between the wheels is missing. It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
I'll just take it all. Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm. Fits exactly.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Gerona of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there. Very well, then. My name is Graham, Grandoline's son. And this is Graham's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Gerona of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water.
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By fex and angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
What kind of argument do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling.
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours, understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll leave you to it then. Sir Knight Rathling,
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth... And that would be the deal of... So do we have a deal?
No, we need...
Well, my offer still...
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
If we don't move along soon, the dark creatures will catch up with us.
I didn't think they were very dark. They were mainly sad.
They killed Isidore, and they almost got us too.
I thought they were a little bit like me.
No, I'm sure they weren't. The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees over there?
If you feel all right, my girl, everything is just fine. But I can't stand to see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbell, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbell?
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbell.
How can I help?
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbell won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life.
What do you want?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful! Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. I'll leave you to it then.
Hey, keep your paws off my Jenner Creek blue shine beard dye. Do you think my beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenner Creek blue shine beard dye. Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
Smells like juniper berries. Wonberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. Raven? Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are wonberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right, then.
Maybe I can mix my own blue beard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries. How do I fill it? Good old Garatian Bluebeard dye. Can you make use of this Garatian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garatian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or, better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf. Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The blood barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. what in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here. Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.
Shh! Nuri! Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
Raven!
Go on, report.
And croar a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the blood barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. But you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Don't worry, Raven. Gerona knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Gerona?
Of course I do. I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
Nuri!
They're fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
What? Don't worry, Nuri. I'll protect you.
I miss my forest and all the life within it.
We'll be with the fairy scholar soon and all will be fine.
That sounds so beautiful.
I just have to get rid of the orcs.
You still have me, Nuri.
Do you have any idea how we can get past the orcs?
We turn around and look for a safer passage.
Nuri!
I'm counting on you alone.
Please, Nuri. Let us get away from here.
Don't worry, Raven. I'll protect you.
All right, here's a suggestion. We'll give ourselves up to the orcs. Maybe they'll be open to negotiation.
Negotiate with orcs? Pfft, what kind of greenhorn are you?
All I hear them saying is blood.
Does anyone have any poison? We could contaminate their food.
I wouldn't have thought you had it in you.
I am disappointed, Gerona. Orcs are creatures of this world just like everyone else.
No, I meant... I'll forget it. I'm sorry, but I've run out of ideas.
And that's why we should leave right now.
Don't be hard on yourself, Gerona. Maybe those fighting orcs over there will tell us something.
You understand what the Black Furs are talking about?
Those two don't like each other. And the third one is always laughing.
Anything important that could help us?
Wait a minute. It's a story with a lot of names in it.
I don't think stories will get us any further ahead.
They're talking about blood and guts a lot.
Are they exchanging recipes or what?
They are fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
And which of them is Tyrek?
That's their blood god.
The big loud one is impatient. He's eager to receive a sign from Tyra. Otherwise, he'd start the dance himself.
So they're waiting for a sign. Interesting. I'll deal with this. All will be fine. Is this a human skull? Oh, great. Now it sounds loud and hollow if I knock against the skull cap. Perhaps he's looking for his lower jaw. Say, do you see that jawbone at the pole?
Yes.
You'll have to fetch it for me.
Why me?
You're a bird. Flutter, flutter.
I'm not a common scavenger crow.
Come on, I need it.
And just what makes you think you have command over me?
Nuri!
Why don't you do what he wants?
Oh well, humans.
Trokor harkulsach. Koka harkulsach. Groch jura hier. Knapp teirach. Taika jorn darak baruk.
The raven hardly caught the orc's attention. I'll relieve you of that.
Sharas brakari mirik sosha. Keshanta zazaroy vexkaer. Sulochakori.
The rock is bleeding colour.
Zurbranok narak. Vorka ai taika. Norka taika rek. Lo. Voyage. Raikadroch, Sarbrochen. Ugranomach, Tairach Takai, Ugranomach, Tarakwash, Rutsmach Durk, Mokrach, Ochmoknach, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka. Oh! Asek aslasa! Ukna knakla! Eike, Margokash. Irhark, Takai, Takai, Karka, Takai, Takai, Karka, Takai, Takai, Karka. Ach, Obrak.
Let's see.
Torog ai marka. Kushach raigahoy. Urkmor. Ocha kedruba. Kedrak noch knach tairach. Zogach guroch rechtairach. Rika zolochai. Horok sharas brakarai. Ar aikar barzorak. Ro yarkach kesara. Juroch dura gorshoy. To tairach yusha obrach. Duzum draza. Raiko knach. Takari karka. Takai karka. Takai karka. Takai karka.
Damn, the knot is too tight. There we go. The stone fits perfectly into the horn. If I can compress the water flow somehow, I guess that would make a nice gush. This doesn't yield anything. That's no help at all. A throw hook? Now the Colossus is spilling blood.
Maro! Oh, Taika! No, Taika! Knap Taika! Inro Taika! Mol Atseki! Mol Kur Knach! Uza! Ok! Baruko Kaskotak! Taira! Rak Aikor! Ty uszka Taika! Hortaka! Halku Sharas Brakaraj! Halku Aika! Brazorak! Taika Garach! Solochaj! Solochaj! Aikata! Aikata!
There!
Can we reach the Red Lake at last?
Follow me without attracting attention.
You're not the kind to give up easily, are you?
Yes, that's me.
The Red Lake!
No explorer to be seen anywhere.
Maybe there. Hello?
Not so loud, the orcs.
And who might you be, young'uns?
What? You must be the Scholar's Imp, aren't you?
No, I'm a Capercaillie. A Capercaillie, and you won't catch me.
Do you know where his cave is?
Do I? Do I?
Oh, good. Where is it?
I'm not telling. I'm not a snitch.
Now she can come with us. What is this?
It's an Orkland orchid.
Don't believe him. Slime mold. That's what it is. Scatters slime everywhere when it's eaten.
Please let her sleep.
They're probably not getting enough sunlight. I'm not risking my life for a plant.
This must be the Lily Queen. She has the brightest spot of all. And all will be well when we've found the fairy scholar?
I hope so.
His research might help me use magic without pain. Then I could grant your every wish.
At least that's what the fairy tales say. Perhaps the explorer can show you a way back into your world too. You'd be safe there.
Stop that. I'll turn back at once if you don't. I'm not going back to my world.
What's so horrible about your home?
Is the fairy scholar human, perchance?
You're trying to deflect.
You are trying to deflect.
Very well then, keep your secret to yourself. Where has the raven gone anyway?
I hope nothing bad happened to him.
If it were up to me, he shouldn't even bother coming back.
But he's helped us many times.
Did he? I just keep hearing him making snide comments.
He warned us about the sad fairies.
Well, yes, that one time.
When he helped us with the orcs as well. In addition...
Yes, all right, he's welcome to come back. I'll have a further look around.
Oh, Gerona, we don't have time for things like that.
I'm not lugging around the whole roast. One piece should suffice. A dog like this ripped open Knight Crusoe's throat one time. His horse's too. A small Orcan bulldog.
Really?
Why, yes. And that's how, after 700 winters of loneliness, I finally... But I'll tell you the rest later, my child. The turnip face is back.
The Lily Queen. The Summerling. Oh no. We'll have to free him.
I'm sure he's all right.
What's he doing there?
I'm only looking.
Good. Because this is my favorite stone.
Come on, show us the way to the cave.
No, I'm busy. Ah! Nasty little.
Why, that was quite a splash.
You've ruined my pipeweed. It's all wet. Wet, wet, wet.
And you're bald, too.
What? A bald head? Where is my hat? My hat?
Well, imp. I caught you, so you'd better take us to the fairy scholar now.
Am I supposed to wander the world without a hat on my head? I want a new one.
Where am I supposed to get a new hat?
And new weed for the pipe. I'm demanding that too.
Do you want this pipeweed?
Yes, yes. I'm not choosy in that respect. The most important thing is that it stings in the throat.
Looks like the ceremonial baggy cap of the royal huntsman. Here's a hat for you, decorated and all.
This reeks of horse drool. But it has some nice thingamajiggies on the rim. Even better looking than the old one.
There, now you have what you wanted.
Just one more thing.
No, by all 12, not one thing more.
You don't have a sense of humor, do you? Well then, listen carefully. 70 paces towards where the thistles have no heads. 21 paces towards where the sunbeams are bent in a circle. 9 paces towards where the mushrooms have wings. There you'll find my friend in a hidden cave. As long as he's not down in the maze near his fairy artifact, that is.
That's easy. Come on, Gerona.
What?
That was easy. But there's nobody here.
Damn, that imp duped us.
Wait, didn't he say the fairy scholar is examining an artifact deep down in the mountain?
That's right. So we'll have to go looking for him there. But without a map of the cave system, we'll never be able to find him. What's that supposed to depict?
Turn it around.
There's nothing on the back.
No, I meant the other way.
What other way?
Oh, you have no sense for art at all. What is this?
There's something written on this one that I can't decipher.
You must free him. Do you always have to break things?
You wanted me to set it free.
But not like that. Things shouldn't be broken.
It's just a jar.
Yes, just a jar, but at some point everything will fall apart, and everything will be dark and grey.
Why don't you fix it then?
This is the last time I'm doing this for you.
That's what you said the day before yesterday. Only charcoal and ashes left. I'm not going in there. I might stumble upon a village of tiny folk. This must have been used to illuminate the little grotto.
Why, that's not a vase. Oh, look!
According to this stone tablet, there's an emerald spider nest there. I don't think the explorer will be there. According to the stone tablet, there's a copper mine there. I don't think the explorer will be there. If the numbers on the stone tablet are right, the fairy artifact must be there. I think I know where the explorer is now.
That's taking too much time. Come on, let's ask the imp.
Wait!
Oh no!
What's wrong?
There are orcs down at the lake.
Damn! They must have followed our tracks. We should hurry up. I'll just draw the map on the backside.
Gerona, you have to promise that the explorer won't send me home.
All right, I promise. Come on, I know where we have to go now. All hail the 12. Are you the fairy scholar?
By Fabian's crown and Farandel's fingerweb, a fairy, in flesh and blood. Let me have a look at you, glistening maiden. What portal have you come through? Which world do you belong to? No, don't tell me. Tall, and without wings, not a Larifari. And no creek or tree on you, so neither a nymph nor a dryad.
I am Nuri. Nuri Dari Nelavanda. Can you help me so that I can use magic again? Without any pain and loss?
An inquisitive fairy. Wait, I have to focus my mind.
I want to stay in this world and wander free like the raven and live through adventures with Gerona. Can you help me?
Only 3 times am I allowed to err.
Master Fairy Scholar?
Oh, another... Oh, a human.
My name is Gerona. We've come to seek your counsel. You are the Fairy Scholar, right?
Giacomo Nauta, Sage of the Spheres, Temporal Analyst, and Fairy Scholar. That hits the nail on the head, I should say. But just one moment, young man. Please do not touch those fairy crystals, Nuri Darren Elavanda. Interference, you know. Where were we, my boy?
Fairy crystals?
Nuri can't use magic in this world.
Don't touch under any circumstances.
Whoops!
Save yourselves!
Ah!
Nuri!
Anrianvella muren amatesta liananati. Gerionero Anrianvella.
What did she say? How could that happen? What's wrong? Do you have something in your throat? Here, take a mouthful.
Oh, black fortunes. The fairy artifact. Millennia. Gone in a blink of an eye.
We have to save Nuri. She's been cut off from us, and she seems to be in shock.
Am I surprised? She just had to touch the crystals. Your fairy has to find another way out.
But the orcs are on that side, and they've surely been following us. Nuri mustn't fall into their hands.
I can draw a safe passage back for her, but I'd need the notebook from my backpack.
Very well. The notebook it shall be. Why must everything always be out of reach? Your stick is broken. The other half is lodged beneath this statue. The arm of the fairy knight statue. Nuri, could you please? Well, good, thanks.
Atialne mune du leval. Is mantrairelli. Is lera mantrairelli.
I'd feel better if the stick had a barbed hook. The life's work of the explorer might vanish into the abyss, and that's the kind of disaster I don't want on my conscience. The stick fits perfectly into the hole left by the sword handle.
Unamulila, Geron.
Here. This is for your fairy. The way out of the mountain. She must run to the mill that's marked here. That's where we'll meet again.
It's flying away.
Fairy interference. I'm afraid everything in here will crumble apart very soon.
I'm not leaving Nuri behind.
Of course not. I'll make new directions. But you will have to get them to her another way.
Hold on, Nuri.
Here's another sheet with directions. Follow the directions to the mill. You can't miss it. The way should be safe. Come, my boy. It's time to leave. So the seer wants to get hold of Nuri Darin Elavanda. Satinav. History has a way of repeating itself.
What do you mean by that?
Once before, the seer abused fairies by making them play the harp for him, until they lost their magic and fell victim to the darkness.
Nuri called them sad fairies. The seer sent them to follow our tracks.
Possible. Quite possible.
You fought alongside the king's heroes?
Hezinda forbid. I'd make a knight of miserable stature. When the young king asked me for help, the seer had long been in captivity, but I sealed the fairy gate in the stone oak forest.
So that was you?
For all time, the hardest decision in my whole life. But other fairies might have reached Andagast to play the harp.
How come you didn't find Nuri at the fairy gate back then?
There were rumors in those times that the heroes had saved a fairy from the seer's clutches, but nobody felt it necessary to introduce her to me before they let her go.
Why Nuri? There must be other fairies somewhere.
A good question. What do you know about Nuri and her homeworld?
Nuri never told me anything about her background.
Perhaps she was scared.
Of her home.
Or her past. The magic of the fairies can turn whole worlds upside down.
You mean Nuri's world might have changed since she's been here?
Well, that's why she came here in the first place.
Nuri can't use magic, or she'll either die or lose her soul.
I see.
We hoped you could help us.
I'm afraid I'd have to know more about the world she came from.
Do you know where Nuri comes from?
I was never able to explore the world behind the stone oak forest portal before I sealed it. But I have a theory. Nuri's home world might be the fairyland Narutvana.
Narutvana?
A colourful place. A land of bliss.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I wonder why she refuses to go back there. Do you know more about the magic harp?
It can only be played by the hands of a fairy. A human, even the seer, would perish in the attempt. That's because it was built by fairies.
What for?
It must harbour great power. Power that suits the seer well. Unfortunately, its whereabouts are unknown. We could examine it further otherwise. The Academy of Magicians never broke their silence about it to me. I can't blame them.
But why is it in our world and not with the fairies?
That's one thing that must be discovered. There must be records of Andagast in the Academy.
Did you know the seer?
No. But people told many stories about him. Rumors, you know?
What rumors?
That he had been born blind, yet touched by Satinav. Or cursed. He saw the future of others, but it was always death, mischief, and bad luck. Never any good or favourable things. Others claimed he was a warlock, driven by the desire to make his prophecies come true.
The seer once prophesied misfortune for me too. Is he trying to make that true also?
I am sure he has other goals. His own goals.
I don't know how long I'll be able to protect Nuri.
The burden you are carrying doesn't belong on your shoulders alone, Geron.
What do you mean?
Considering what he plans to do to Nuri, I will do everything in my power to help you.
Satinav. Satinav. The Raven mentioned the name once. Can you tell me more about Satinav?
You mean the steersman of the barge of time? The irresistible? Satinav was a mighty demigod who descended to the underworld to conquer the barge of time. But the gods punished him for his sacrilege. Now he's chained to the helm of the barge for all eternity and watches the stream of time. He and he alone can see the past and the future, but not even he can change either of them.
Is that why we see the damage the ravages of Satinav cause everywhere?
Yes, yet the damage they cause is not the same in every world.
Is there really no way to change the future?
Future? Past? What do those words mean? Tomorrow becomes yesterday quite fast, doesn't it?
The seer has seen the future. Mine too.
Don't believe what every blind man claims to have seen.
My head is buzzing. If Nuri falls into the hands of the seer, she'll be doomed.
He'll force her to unleash dark fairy magic on Undergast.
But to what end?
He is a seer. It has to be related to the future. After all the things he did in the past, we have to expect the worst. Your mentor only saw one way to prevent it all from happening.
I cannot kill Nuri, not even if our world will be saved from doom by doing it.
Geron, I'll never allow even one hair on Nuri Daranel Evander's head to be touched.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes.
So why don't we take her back to her world?
Nuri doesn't want to go back to her world.
But that's the only way. No matter what she fears, you'll have to take her back there. Otherwise, she'll die.
But haven't you sealed the gate to Nuri's world forever?
And it can never be reopened again. That's right. But there might be a second portal to Narutvana. It is said to be located in the swamps of Lament, deep in the no-man's land of the Brinask marshes.
Where exactly can I find this fairy gate?
There's a colleague of mine staying in Enqui. Meander Goswin. He has in his possession the crystal of Narutvana. It's a magic prism that points the way to the fairy gate. And it opens the gate as well. Or so I hope. In the meantime, I'll go to Undergast to research the whereabouts of the magic harp in the academy there. And who knows? Perhaps we'll find a way of rendering the harp harmless.
So it shall be.
Here, take these notes for your voyage. You will find Goswin's address and all my knowledge concerning the fairy gate and the realm behind it.
I'm ready. Enqui, Meander Goswin, fairy prism, swamps of lament, and soon Nuri will be home.
Wait. They say a mighty, very dangerous creature guards the fairy gate.
What kind of a creature, pray tell?
Its eye is said to petrify all living beings, just like a basilisk.
I was expecting as much. There's always a catch. Are there any other fairy gates? Ones that aren't as far away?
Those gates lead to different worlds in which Nuri would have to die. We cannot take that risk.
How can I get past the guardian of the gate?
No one has ever returned to give an answer to that question. Cheer up. Your namesake, St. Geron, once fought against the Basilisk King.
He was the mightiest hero of all time, and he possessed the divine sword Seven-Stroke.
There's a hero inside everyone.
Why don't you go to Enqui, and I'll research the harp in Undergast?
The magicians weren't exactly my friends back then, but do you honestly believe they'd let someone like you into the academy?
All right, forget it.
Now our ways must part, Geron. Protect Nuri's life for all it's worth. Take her back home where she can be happy.
You have my thanks for everything. Wish me luck.
You will find your way. We'll meet again in Undergast.
Here lies... The name is not recognizable anymore. Whoever you may have been, may Boron have mercy on you. Nuri, are you there? Oh!
you.
He doesn't tell us where she is.
I don't know. I'm not telling.
Let's make him wait in darkness till the bird arrives. The raven shall deal with him.
The raven?
He will make him talk. I'll get him. You watch the mill.
The raven belongs to the seer?
As soon as the sand runs out, the night herd will talk.
And his thread will break.
Oh! There must be some kind of attic up there. Nuri!
Geron, are you all right?
Those creatures. I'm trapped.
There's a shard lying here. It's very sharp.
Great.
I'll throw it down to you.
No, wait,
Do you have it?
No.
You should have caught it.
Nuri,
Who knows where it is now?
I can't see anything.
That's because there are no rainbow crystals here.
Can you come down to me?
There is no staircase, and there's this pale man outside.
Didn't you say you can collect moonlight?
I get sick if I use magic.
I know, but if I can't free myself fast, I'll be dead.
But just very briefly, all right?
I promise.
The shard has fallen onto the scale.
One day my soul will be weighed, but that day is not today. Go to the hole in the middle.
Okay.
There. There's a hole way back there.
You said very briefly.
It's broken off. And that's why the sawmill isn't working anymore. Do you see that drum-like thing down there? Can you fix that for me? Nuri,
Geron, there's a beetle with 8 legs here.
that's just a spider.
Spiders have 12 legs.
Nuri, please, you have to focus now.
Okay.
Lamps, saws, shards, and all of them out of reach.
Imp!
More shards out of my reach. Can you fix it? Nuri. Ha! Now all I have to do is free my hands. Come over here. So much for time. Can you fix the scales? Ha! Got it.
Geron, I feel dizzy.
Just a little while longer, Nuri. I'm free. Now we have to deal with the creature somehow. The handle is broken off. That might actually work. The blanket is big enough to cover the manhole, but I'd have to open the hatch first.
It's getting dark here.
Just a little while longer, Nuri. It's still sagging on the other side. There. Now the beast can come.
What if it can see in the dark?
I should camouflage the trap. All right. This has got to work. Nuri, now you can... Nuri? Damn. Nuri! Wake up! We have to go!
What? Where am I? Gerona?
Climb down to me, will you?
I'm so tired. Let me rest a little while longer.
That's not possible. We have to go. We cannot stay here.
Gerona, I don't want this anymore.
It's not a matter of wanting. We have to get away from here or something terrible will happen.
I can't. Just leave without me.
I've talked to the fairy scholar. I know how we can fix everything.
Really?
The scholar told me of a fairy gate up north at the end of the world. It leads to a magnificent realm far away from the seer. You'd be safe there.
What's the name of that realm?
Fanglari. Its name is Fanglari. And he told me where we can find the portal to get there too.
Fanglari.
Yes, but in order to get there you have to come down at once.
I can't.
It's just a small jump. Look, I'll catch you.
Build some stairs for me.
Some stairs? How am I supposed to build some stairs? All right, I'll think of something. I'll be back in a minute. Look, a stair. Come on now.
I don't know. I just want to sleep.
Nuri!
Tell me more about Fanglari. Is it beautiful there?
The most incredible thing is, every fairy can do magic in Fanglari, without any pain.
One wouldn't get exhausted? It really sounds like a different realm.
Everything's brimming with fairy magic in Fanglari. That's why you don't lose your strength, because you use the power already in the wind or the sea. You're one with the whole world.
That sounds marvellous. I want that.
Fanglari is a realm full of magic. The sky is as green as the fields in spring, and the stars sparkle even in daytime.
I've never seen a green sky before.
And if you don't come down here soon, you never will.
What else is there?
Everyone's as free as a bird in Fanglari. Everybody can fly, even a human like me.
We could soar through the skies together. You and I.
There are even rainbow beavers, but only in summer. In autumn, they migrate south to a different realm. If you want to see them this season, we'll have to hurry.
That sounds odd. What else is there?
Come down. I'll show you the way to Fanglari then.
I'll try. But I'll need a second stare. I promise.
You're almost there.
What about Master Raven? We have to wait for him.
The Raven is dangerous. He's the Seer's spy. We have to get out of here before he returns.
That's not true. Master Raven has always helped us.
Trust me, would I ever lie to you?
It's just that you never liked him.
You have to come with me, now.